Welcome to Story Time. These are books that my mother had when she was a child that her father got with a set of encyclopedia. It is called Young Folks' Shelf of Books, the new Junior Classics, number 1, Fairy Tales and Fables. Collier must be the publisher. And I'm just going to slowly open this because it is falling apart. It is quite old. It's beautifully made. And I absolutely love the history, familial and otherwise, in it. It is something that my aunts and uncles and my mother grew up with. So I feel very grateful to have kept it. It has traveled with me. I've moved 5 times, I think, with it. 3 times across the United States. I obviously care about it, and I have told my entire family they're not allowed to have it. There are 10 of them, actually. Sorry, it's a collection of books, and there's actually a funny backstory I'll just tell while I'm getting to the story that we're reading, which is right there. These books were in my mother's possession, and she and my father divorced, and somehow they got into my aunt's hands, my father's father's sister, and she dated a man, and somehow they ended up in his garage. Years and years later, about 10 plus years later, my mom dated that same man and was in his garage one day and saw these books on a bookshelf and said, "Those are my books." And she looked inside, and I think it's the second or third one. It has my uncle's name in it, his full name, so we know they're for sure the ones that she had when she was a kid. Long story about a very short story we're about to read. It's mostly a picture story, which I really actually enjoy. Hopefully you will enjoy it too. In England, during the 19th century, a group of eminent writers appeared who were to give the world their individual whimsicalities. Edward Lear with The Book of Nonsense, W.S. Gilbert with Bab Ballard's Lewis Carroll with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and Randolph Caldecott with The Great Pandadrum, and so on. So this is The Great Pandadrum himself by Randolph Caldecott. Oh, nope, just kidding. Not the same one. Thought it was the same as a publisher. In each case, these writers drew the original illustrations for the fantastic whimsies, but not one of them exceeded Caldecott's genius as an artist. And certainly not even Lear could surpass Caldecott in sheer nonsense, as witness in The Great Panjandrum. That's a hard word. Okay, wait. Yep, this is interesting. So she went to the garden to cut a cabbage leaf to make an apple pie. Beautiful. And at the same time, a great she-bear coming down the street pops its head into the shop. What? No soap? So he died. Drawings are so beautiful. And she very imprudently married the barber. The pickaninnies and the jobbilies, and the Garulis, and the Great Pandadrum himself with the little round button on top. That's the Great Pendendrum. I think the barber is cutting the cake with a straight razor. And they all fell into playing the game of catch as catch can, till the gunpowder ran out at the heels of their boots. And that is that. I'm only going to read one story at a time, and camera work, editing, and all of that will get better with time. And I do need to leave a caveat here, and I will do so in the form of some sort of picture in the beginning, that these books are very old. There will be things in these books that are not okay today, but these books are from the early 1900s, so let's just bear that in mind. History is a beautiful thing. Parts are extremely ugly, and I am grateful for how far we have come. However, I do love these books, and I'm going to read them. If you don't want to watch, obviously, you don't have to.